boy, I had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. We're going to be backed up now to start this drive. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. Throwing, Lance.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
Will turn and hand this one off. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
And this is what happens when you can pair a really good pass, marrying the two together, not only to change his launch point, but not give the quarterback anywhere to go with the ball.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Lance. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew it was coming and still couldn't stop it.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Lance looking to throw. He'll go right and find his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball keep that to a short game.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. To throw, here's Lance. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They face 2nd down and 7. To throw is Lance. That one knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area,
and they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. On 4th down, here's Matt Araiza to punt. Taken at about the 6. And they finally catch up to him, but what a job getting out of danger and returning it up towards midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. First play, and McCarthy to throw. And this will be incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Minnesota. Once again, it's Pierce. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
That's caught downfield by Jefferson. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Pierce. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
They'll put Addison in motion. To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So that'll do it for a fast-moving 1st quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We're back to Arlington in a moment. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Here's Pierce. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. From a little further back, here's second and goal. They'll try to run it with Williams. And he won't quite get in. Down to the one, setting up third and goal. They'll go with the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Minnesota. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. First and 10 now from the 36. Now Lance. In trouble, and down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Here's Lance. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time. Third and long. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. On first down, here's McCarthy. He's going to take a shot down the field. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here's Pierce. need 8 as they come up for third down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Back to throw. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down. That'll be a first down. A gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. A quick slash taken by Lamb. Here's second and 2. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to tuck it and go.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the line.
A couple of first downs to start this drive. They're first and 10, up at the 42. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. Here's second and 6. He'll drop to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. At AT&T Stadium. After this. Now a give on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a second and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Luke Schoonmaker. Touchdown, Dallas. It's his second touchdown of the year. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10. Tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. That'll be taken in by Pierce. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Taking this one downfield for Hawkinson. And he will score. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drop. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Christian Harris there on the stop. Here's 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing, Lance. He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Aubrey, good with the extra point. Cowboys will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 2. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. Here comes a return from the 5. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen, like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Lance. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down. Job number 1 on this drive. Find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
The return starts from the 5. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. We'll start this one on the ground with Pierce. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. In motion, it's Jefferson. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hockenson, his tight end. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down. On the handoff, this is Pierce. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. In motion, it's Jefferson. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hockenson. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. It's another run here for Williams. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. It is 3rd and 10. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. That is catch number 60 for the season.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Good pass, right side. Going to be caught by Addison. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Moore going in motion. To the air on third down is McCarthy. Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Chidobe Awuzie. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Now Aubrey for the extra point. Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with Pierce. Room to run at the 40. And they will finally run him down up near midfield.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That is going to be caught by the rookie wideout. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. Will Reichard now on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Vikings will cut it to a 2-point lead. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. To throw is Lance. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down. A gain there of 13 yards. Here's Lance. Checking it down. This one is caught. Woo! And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
23. Vikings 21.
Second and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. Now a 3rd and 2. Lance looking to throw.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on 3rd down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. But they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
To throw, here's Lance. In the middle of the field, it's taken by CeeDee Lamb. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, here's a handoff. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Now Lance. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He is knocked down hard. They stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now,
the pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
remember what this defense told us in our meetings this week, Mike. They don't think that they're necessarily going to be able to just stifle this offense play after play. They might have to give a little bit of bend, but they can't break. That sack, that is the defense not breaking. Down there near your own goal line, come away with the big play and see if they can keep points off the board.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
42-yard attempt.
His kick is good. He got it. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. Had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Try again. It's second and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson, and it'll be second down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
To the air once more is McCarthy. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. And now going to take a timeout.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
In motion, it's Jefferson. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
In motion, it's Jefferson. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The second down throw is incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He'll air it out down the middle. He's got it! And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Dallas. And this one is blocked. Oh, big hole left side. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The block extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. This one taken at the 7. Oh. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 32-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They bring their tight end right. They'll go with a counter on 1st down. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Jack Jones. And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
To the right side, he's got Hockenson, his tight end. And a nice game, getting this to about the 23-yard line. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hockenson. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. The tight end Hockenson starts the motion. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a 1st down.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
23 yards on that pass play. It'll be a Vikings first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Throwing again is McCarthy. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The timeouts are gone, so this becomes a must. They're going to line up for the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the Cowboys. Field marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.
Hey, yeah, fresh out the beta game in my jeans.